Hello everybody and welcome back to the High School Sports Beat brought to you by Alfred State College. I'm Dave Yates. It is time now for the High School Notebook brought to you by Dunkin. America runs on Dunkin. And joining us once again this week, Matt Trabold. Matt, great to have you back.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, Matt, let's talk about a team in boys soccer that's making some noise, and it's been a while since they've been up at the top of Class C. Let's talk about East Rochester.
Yeah, so the Bombers have not won an outright title in Section 5 since 2004. So it is very surprising to a certain degree right now, 7-0 at the 1 month mark into the season, undefeated, and it's the Dom family getting it done. Again, they are at the forefront of what they do. You have the head coach, Mike Dom, used to be a Rochester Rhino. He is a big name. And then it's his sons. They're at the top of Section 5 scoring. You have 15 goals atop Section 5 for one of his sons in Chuck Dom. Only 7 games, so he leads in goals and in assists. It's Russell Dom. His other son, he's got 13 helpers in just as many games. So they are not just good for Class C1, but in terms of production, they are across the Section 5 landscape.
It's got to be a funny dinner conversation for them. I mean, they get done with practice and talk about how good things are going. That's got to be nice. But it's also, I mean, once you're talking soccer, you've got to have some balance as far as the scoring. Do they have that?
Absolutely. And they have plenty of other guys with a couple goals here, a couple goals there. And that balance, I think, is what can take them in terms of maybe state play if they are able to win Section 5 championship going on there. So that'll be something to watch if they can just be, besides those two guys, especially in net, neither of those guys are keepers. So that'll be very interesting to watch going forward.
All right, sounds good. Let's talk about one of the teams that's up in the tops, and that's one of the Pittsford schools.
Yeah, so Pittsford Sutherland is one of those names synonymous. We were talking about the girls' side of things for them 1 week ago. And even though they've been a very big name, they haven't really had a golden era in terms of the program winning championships a lot in not so many years, since maybe the mid-1980s. But they won in 2017, and a big accomplishment right now for them, the last Monroe County team undefeated. That is a big deal. That is where the clout, usually in Section 5 soccer, is going to be. And their two main stars, in Will Bone and Dylan Cladstrup, two of the most skilled guys in the entire section, in the entire state. Will Bone, a bigger guy out there when in terms of the soccer game, and he really uses his size well. Cladstrup, not as big as Bowen, but he's so good at using a defender's contact against him, gets him on his back shoulder, able to score goals. Aiden Pellegrino, big coaching move. What they did was they moved him from the back line, and not just a wing back, but central defender, and now he's playing on attack, and it's been very productive so far, scoring the ball.
Now let's talk about girls. Let's talk about some of the bigger schools and some of the teams are doing really well.
Yeah, Class AA, still a 1 month into the season. It's a big deal. They have 3 undefeated teams, which usually by now you would not be expecting that. And it's Penfield and Webster Schrader. These are 2 teams that were in the title game last year for Class AA, and they both, with Grace Murphy going to Providence for Penfield, she's going to be D1, and the other side D1 commit is Anna Hewlett for the Schrader Warriors. She is going to be going to the New Hampshire Wildcats. And you mix in Hilton, who is really led by a good junior class, and with Hilton, you expect boys soccer to be leading it, but the forefront of that school right now is the girls soccer team. So 3 right now atop. We shall see how long they keep undefeated.
Well, it's early, and when you have teams out to that fast start, it's going to make for some exciting playoffs time. Matt, great stuff. Thanks. As always, we'll be back with more of the High School Sports Beat brought to you by Alfred State College right after this.